Once upon a time in a kingdom not too far away, there was a young boy who always helped his mother. His mother worked long and hard hours as a seamstress, so the boy would help her with little chores around the house. And when he wasn't doing that, he loved nothing more than playing with his friends. Just as they were about to sit down to dinner, there was a knock at the door. The boy stopped mid-sniff and stared at the door in confusion.
Ho, ho, ho!
His mom told him to go check who was there, but the boy didn't move. "It's not that I didn't want to help her. Mom, tomorrow I'm going to take you some lunch," he said. He put in some bread, cheese, fruit, cookies, and even some of the soup his mom had made the night before. When his mom saw the basket, she was stunned. She had seen better days, but her spirit was still strong. When she saw the boy approaching with a basket, she couldn't help but smile.
Ho, ho, ho!
The old woman smiled and nodded, and the boy began to speak. But the old woman wasn't finished. She reached into her basket and pulled out a small wooden box. It was engraved with flowers and vines, and when he opened it, he saw a tiny picture of a smiling old woman. "This is for you," the old woman repeated. "It's a token of my appreciation for your kindness." "Here," she said, handing it to the boy. "This is for you."
Ho, ho, ho!
"But you do," the old woman insisted. "You will need it when you grow up. If you haven't already, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on new videos. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video." The boy knew that the old woman was right, so he accepted the locket with gratitude. He told her about a magical land where everyone was kind and helpful.
Ho, ho, ho!
The old woman listened intently, and when the boy finished, she clapped. "That was a wonderful story," she said. He never forgot the lessons he had learned from the old woman, and he carried them with him throughout his life. Whenever he saw someone in need, he offered them help without hesitation. And whenever he felt down, he reached for his locket and remembered the old woman's words. "You have a gift, child. You should never stop sharing it."
Ho, ho, ho!
As he grew older, the locket became a symbol of the values that his mother had instilled in him: compassion, empathy, and generosity. She knew that no matter what, she would always have a hot meal to look forward to. For it was in helping others that the boy had found his true purpose in life. And the old woman, with her simple act of kindness, had helped him discover it.
Ho, ho, ho!
"Where did you get all this?" she asked. The boy smiled. "From the beggars outside our door." The old woman was touched by his kindness and promised to pray for him and his family. But what she didn't know was that the boy had brought something else with him. Something that would change everything. His mom's jaw dropped. "But you gave them our food."
Ho, ho, ho!
"I did, and they were so happy. But they weren't the only ones. Look inside." His mom looked inside and saw a note. It read, "Thank you for your kindness. This will help us a lot." At the bottom, she saw the girl from the previous day's signature. His mom looked surprised. "Oh, no, honey. You don't need to do that. You are the best boy in the world," she whispered. From that day on, the boy continued bringing lunch to the beggars outside their door.
Ho, ho, ho!
Sometimes it was just a piece of bread and cheese, but other times it was a full-on feast. And each time he did it, he felt a warmth spread through his heart. "No, really, I insist." The next day, the boy woke up early and asked his mom if he could bring her lunch. She agreed, knowing it would only be a few pieces of bread and cheese. But she had no idea what he had planned.
Ho, ho, ho!
"It's just that we have so many mouths to feed at home. How could I possibly take care of one more?" The boy thought for a moment. We do have enough food for 2 more people, don't we? He said. His mom smiled sadly. You are such a good boy, she said. But how do you know that? Well, sometimes you give the beggar outside our door bread and cheese.
Ho, ho, ho!
And when you come back, there's always some soup left for you. So there's room for 1 more person at our table. What if it's a beggar again? He asked. His mom sighed. She knew what he was worried about, but she also knew that they couldn't just keep ignoring people who needed help. You can't judge everyone by the same brush, she said. You never know. It might be an emergency. The boy nodded reluctantly and slowly walked toward the door.
Ho, ho, ho!
One evening, the boy's mom made some soup for dinner. It was a very simple vegetable soup, but to the boy, it smelled like heaven. Every time she made this soup, he could smell the carrots, potatoes, and onions sizzling in their own juices. This particular day, the aroma of the soup filled up the whole house, teasing him with its deliciousness. He couldn't wait to dig in. But then something unexpected happened.
Ho, ho, ho!
When he opened the door, he saw a little girl standing there with a basket of clothes. Hello, she said timidly. I am selling these clothes. Would you buy any? As he ate, he kept glancing at the girl. He saw his mom give her some money and watched as she left, her shoulders a little straighter now. After she had gone, his mom sat down next to him. The boy looked at her tattered clothes and messy hair.
Ho, ho, ho!
He wanted to close the door, but something stopped him. Instead, he invited her inside. His mom took over and began talking to the girl while the boy went back to his dinner. Why didn't you tell me you knew her? The boy asked. I don't, she replied softly. The boy was quiet for a moment. Then he got an idea. The boy took a big basket and filled it with all sorts of goodies.
Ho, ho, ho!
The boy beamed. See, I told you we had room for 1 more at our table, he said proudly. His mom hugged him tightly. One day, however, something incredible happened. One of the beggars was a kind old woman who had been living on the streets for many years. On this particular day, the boy had brought along some bread, cheese, and a warm blanket. As the boy approached the old woman, he knelt down beside her and asked if she would like to hear a story.
Ho, ho, ho!
The boy blushed and thanked her for the compliment. He knew that he didn't have much to offer, but he was happy to make someone's day with his stories. The boy opened the box and gasped. Inside was a beautiful silver locket. The boy was touched by the old woman's generosity, but he insisted that she keep the locket. I don't need it, he said. He wore the locket every day, and it reminded him of the old woman and her kindness.
Ho, ho, ho!
One day the boy grew up to become a kind and compassionate man just like his mother, and so the tale of the little boy who brought soup to a stranger became a legend in the kingdom, reminding everyone of the importance of helping others. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with your friends.
Ho, ho, ho!